Hi guys, how are you doing today? So this is going to be a review and demo of the new Tarte unicorn brushes. They look like this. They're dirty now, but they are so beautiful. I'm so excited about these. At the moment I saw a sneak peek of them, I could not wait to get my hands on them. I did order through Tarte, which took forever for shipping, so I would recommend going through Sephora because then you can get like your points, and I just find Sephora shipping is faster than Tarte's, but let's just start off by talking about packaging because obviously packaging goals. So all of these brushes have extremely soft bristles, some of the softest brushes I've ever felt in my life, even softer than like the Morphe Elite brushes. They are so soft. The ones that are smaller, the eye brushes, don't really have weight to them, which does make them feel a little bit cheaper, but the ones that are a little bit bigger do have like a decent weight to them. So all of them are obviously shaped like a unicorn horn, and they have Tarte imprinted in them right there. And I don't see I'm like doing this and I really don't see any fingerprints showing up on the packaging, which is nice. They also came packaged extremely cute. This is the little box that they come in, and then the box was wrapped in this like unicorn wrapping paper, which I am feeling like I have to use this somehow. Like, this is so cute. So like I said, this is a review but also a demo, so as I talk about each brush individually, I'm going to go ahead and insert clips of me using them and showing them in action. So the first brush that I'm going to talk about is this one right here. I don't know if they have individual names, but this is a blending brush, and this is one of the softest blending brushes I've ever touched. So the first thing that I used it for was my crease, and I used it with just a nice warm matte brown shade, and I just buffed it into my crease. It blended super easy, like no problems whatsoever. It is a very soft blending brush. And then I ended up using my color switch, and I wiped this brush off, and then I used it for my highlighter. Since no other brush in this set was really made for highlighter, I just used this, and I feel like it worked out beautifully. I highlighted my cheekbones, my nose, my cupid's bow, my inner corners of my eye, underneath my brow bone, everywhere that I can possibly highlight, and this brush worked out really well. The next brush that I use is this one, which is a little flat shader brush, and I just use this to pack eyeshadow all over my lid. I ended up using a Colourpop eyeshadow in Puppy Love, which is unfortunately discontinued, but it's just like a really light pearlescent pinky white shade, but it works really well for Colourpop eyeshadows, which was nice, and I feel like this would pack a lot of shades onto the lid really well. You could also use it for concealer, to go underneath your brow bone, or to color correct your inner corners, or whatever you need. I think it would work for that too. Or you could also use it to conceal and like fix up around your lips if you're doing more of a bold lip or something like that. So next I use the foundation brush, and I actually really like this. I don't use brushes for foundation all that often. I definitely normally use a beauty sponge, but this worked out really nice. It was like a super easy coat. It blended really quickly. It was no problem. It was super soft. I also used it for concealer, and I just dabbed it in, and it worked out really well. Is this my favorite brush for concealer? No, but it will definitely work if you need it to. The next brush that I used is this all over powder brush. This is so soft and so lovely. This is one of those brushes you can use for everything. I used it with powder to set my face and to wipe away excess bakage, and I also used it to apply blush, and it applied it really airbrushed and just beautiful and soft, and it was really easy to blend out. So I love this brush. You could also use it for bronzer, possibly for contour. It will work for a ton of things. So last but not least, I used the contour brush, and I first used this with a cream bronzer, and I just bronzed my cheekbones and all around my forehead and just blended it out with this. And then I ended up using it also with my powder to bake underneath the contour and clean up all those lines, and it worked out really well for that too. Would I use this for contour? Probably not, just because it is really dense, but I think that this is going to be amazing for cleaning up contour, and it's so soft that I feel like it doesn't apply an excess amount of product. Like, it just picks up the perfect amount of powder to clean it up. So overall, I'm seriously impressed with this brush set. I mean, obviously the reason why I bought it was for the packaging, but as far as actually using it, it does work really well. It's a very usable brush set. I know that there was another unicorn brush set that came out, I don't know how long ago, but I saw Jay Kissa do a review on it, and she basically said that it was more for like show, and it didn't really work that well. So that's why I ended up not picking up that unicorn brush set. But this one, it obviously looks beautiful, but it also works really well. These are so soft. I cannot stress how soft they are. Like, so good. So whenever I first wash them, I will go ahead and leave it down in the description box on how they act, if they shed at all, if they lose any dye. So that will all be in the description box. But if you have any other questions, please feel free to leave them down below and I will get back to you as soon as possible. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.